podcast that covers all things sports. I'm your host, Michael Rachel. To my left, Aram Wade County Malik. And the man behind the other camera is, of course, the one and only Jack, the stat man. Cut ahead.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We're good. I'm doing pretty well.
Above mediocre.
Mediocre. That's good for you.
Above me.
That's really good for you.
Thank you.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
All right, so we're going to be talking about the Jazz and the Oklahoma City Thunder. But before we do, scroll down real quick, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at Beyond Debatable. Starting tomorrow, the 18th of April, 2018, we're going to be tweeting on Twitter live about our thoughts of the NBA playoffs. All right. So many thought that the Jazz Thunder series was going to be the best series of the first round. Some people took the Jazz, some people took the Thunder. Not many people took them before 6. Everyone's expecting the series to go 6 or 7. Well, the Thunder jumped off to a hot start, taking game 1 against the Utah Jazz. Jack, got a question.
Okay.
Is OKC going to run away with this series?
I don't think so. This series is so tight for me, and it's weird because these teams could not be more different. Like they just couldn't be more different in my eyes, and just what they emphasize, how they're built, what concepts, philosophies they play with. The Thunder are a really brutish team. They're going to get in your face on defense. They're going to make it hard for you to get in the lane. I mean, the whole Paul George is going to get in your face. Steven Adams is going to hit you around a little bit. That's what they do. And then on offense, they're going to rely on Westbrook and George to carry them and carry their offense in tough situations. And that formula has worked in the past for them. They've gotten to the finals with that formula. Not obviously this iteration, but this is what the Thunder were with Durant. A team that relied on their 2 stars, at some points 3, to create offense and just pounded people on the defensive end. And I do think the Thunder have underperformed in the regular season. However, they're specifically built for the playoffs in a way that I don't think a lot of teams can match up with. Mm-hmm. Paul George and Russell Westbrook are about as perfect a 2-man tandem of stars in terms of how they complement each other as any I can find in the NBA in just their skill sets. George is willing to play off the ball. He's a very good shooter who can run off of screens. He allows Westbrook to play a lot in the pick and roll and get downhill towards the rim where he's, if not the best player in the league, like one of the best. And they just work so well off of each other. George can guard the best player on the other end now. And he and Robertson, when Robertson was healthy, were just dynamic, really dynamic on the wing. And especially defensively, I'm interested to see how well they can... What just happened?
Looks like our lights just went off. There we go.
That's weird.
Okay.
Wow.
Jack, is it fair to say that the Thunder's success all rides on whether Westbrook is willing to give playoff P and Carmelo and company touches?
Playoff P, yes. Carmelo, no. I am not a Carmelo fan this year. I think he's just bad. I don't think this whole Big 3 idea with him was just ill-founded, it wasn't based in reality. He's just not that good anymore. He's better than what they've had in the past, but this is not a Big 3. This is a 2-star team. Steven Adams is their 3rd best player, and then their supporting cast is kind of I don't know.
Do you agree with that?
I think, honestly, they'd improve if they brought Carmelo off the bench.
So you agree with Jack there? Big 2, Steven Adams, Carmelo.
Yeah, no, Carmelo is garbage.
Wow.
He's shooting 40% right now. That's not good.
I mean, the majority of his shots are 3s, deep 2s.
Yeah, but if you have great teammates, you would think that would open up more opportunities for him.
Well, Westbrook also takes a lot of shots.
Oh, I agree. The Thunder are the number 2 team in isolation in general, which is just not a really good key for success. If you look at the 4 lowest teams in isolation, you have the Warriors, the Rockets, the Celtics, the Cavs.
Hold on. Rockets are first in isolations.
I just listed. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
I have it up
very
here.
positive. No, but they do it differently than the Thunder. They just do it after they run a pick and roll, and then a switch comes, and then Harden just takes a big off the dribble. It's different than what the Thunder do. I get what you're saying.
Oh, here says the Bulls are 1, Thunder are 2. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, I mean the way that they play, regardless, is it seems they don't like use each other. Every time I watch it, it seems like it's all more like one man than Paul George's
Although
turn, then Carmelo's
Game 1
turn.
looked pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
Westbrook gave some up for Paulie P or Playoff P.
Yeah, I mean I think they'll get the win this series, but like I don't know how they're gonna do when they go up against the better teams in the Western Conference.
The better teams in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
There's one better team in the Western Conference than
No, there's not.
the Oklahoma City Thunder. To say that the Houston Rockets are better than the Oklahoma City Thunder right now is blasphemous. Blasphemous.
Okay, timeout. No.
Yeah.
What you're saying is blasphemous. Look at the records.
I'm looking at the records.
Oh, I don't know.
Look at the Warriors
Rockets
record.
won, like
You're looking by records that
4
Houston's
games.
better than Golden State.
Why is OKC suddenly better than Houston?
Hold on, if we're just looking at records here.
I don't think OKC's even close to Houston or Golden State or a lot of other teams.
I think OKC's talent is the second best talent in the NBA.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent, but like
That's all that matters. They're gonna put it together.
they're not going to put it together.
Game 1 looked like they put it together.
It's the Jazz. They're not.
The Jazz are very good defensively.
But okay, they're also at home. It's one game.
It's only one game. I agree. But I'm saying this team,
they really underachieved. If you really think of it. Their record is really.
I'm aware that they underachieved. It took them a long time to figure things out.
You
You go through the whole thing. Westbrook's still going for his triple doubles. Paul George and Carmelo Anthony are not okay with that.
Paul George also went off the first game.
At the end of the game, at the end of the year, not at the beginning of the year.
No, I mean last game.
Oh, last game, yeah. No, I'm saying at the beginning of the year. I mean, Westbrook did what he did last year.
I mean, they have
which isn't going to work in this team because you've got two other big names, one superstar and Carmelo, who's going to want shots, but Westbrook wants to average triple double again.
I know. I just don't think they don't use their talent well enough.
That's fair.
They
but
could use it better than.
I think they're going to. I think their
I don't
talent
as long as they
is
have
so
Westbrook,
high.
I don't think they are going to.
With what?
As long as they have Westbrook, they're not going to.
I mean, if Westbrook realizes it, which
I think he will.
I can't say he did. I can't say he didn't off of one game, but look promising. I think they've got more talent than Houston.
I mean,
Okay,
that
here's
could
the
be.
thing.
It goes Golden State for me,
I think.
then
that-
it goes OKC, then it goes Houston,
Are you talking about NBA?
and then
or-
Toronto. Yes.
Here's my question. If they're going to maximize their talent, I think we all agree that Westbrook has to defer a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
When has he shown he's willing to do that in
That's
his
what I'm saying.
career?
I don't think he is willing to.
I think he'll figure it out quickly.
He had Kevin Durant and he wouldn't do it.
That's a lot of faith. I really don't think he will. We're talking about a guy that
Last year, I was fine with what. Last year, a lot of people criticized him for how much he would control the ball, but I didn't really have a problem with it considering the rest of his team. But this year,
He had Oladipo.
to be like a lot of the players that were on that team last year that left Oklahoma City
Yeah.
are now like improving a lot.
Mhm.
Like Domantas Sabonis is
Very
playing
solid
well.
player.
Yeah.
Very solid for Indiana. I'm just saying their talent level is so high that all they have to do is figure one thing out, and that one thing out is just Westbrook stop with stats. It's the playoffs, and this team is so dangerous.
I do think they're dangerous. But
I could easily see them beating Houston in
I
6.
can't see that at all. But they play Houston second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, assuming they each get there.
Wait, they each get the win. No, I can't see that at all.
Well, according to you, you've got Houston coming off of 7 games and still beating OKC.
Yes,
Wow.
I think Minnesota is better than OKC.
Jack, I want you to talk about Donovan Mitchell right now. Is this kid the real deal?
yeah, I mean if you look at like every benchmark a rookie has to hit, especially a rookie guard, not a rookie big man, the best comp for his stats, and by the way, let's not freak out when I say this, the best comp is Michael Jordan.
27 games.
Field goal percentage, points, assists, all of it. The best comp is Michael Jordan. You don't do that unless you're a special talent. And he has adjusted to a Jazz system that is, quite frankly, one of the most intricate in the league. I mean, they do, in terms of their motion offense, they're basically Celtics West. They move everyone around the chessboard. They have everyone running off screens all the time. They do a bunch of quick hitters. They are the most intricately coached team in the Western Conference, and it's allowed them to get this group of players, which I don't think collectively has a ton of natural talent, just athletically, and it's turned them into one of the best teams in the West.
So
it's
quick tangent, Jack.
Yeah.
Quin Snyder, coach of the year?
Yes, he's my coach of the year. Even with Brad Stevens, he's my coach of the year.
Gobert missed how many games? 20 plus?
I think it was around 30. He played 58. So yeah, more than 20, 25, yeah, ish.
Yeah, I think it's him or Brad Stevens. I know Aram will definitely go for Eric Spoelstra.
No, I will not. I think he should be considered because I really don't think Miami, like when you look at Miami's talent, they're not that good. But
so who do you think should be coach of the year?
I haven't never thought about that. I would probably go Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying Quin Snyder lost Gobert for 24 games, whatever we just said, and Gordon Hayward. And now they're the 5. Could have been the 4 really easily. Actually, they could have been the 3, right? They played Portland for it.
They could have, yeah.
Winner was the 3 seed.
They finished the year 29-6.
Yeah.
Which is to say that their trade that they made with Cleveland, they got Jae Crowder.
Jae Crowder for George Hill.
How has Jae Crowder been doing? I would assume that
Jae Crowder's been doing a lot better in Utah purely because Utah's and Boston's offenses are very similar, and Crowder in Boston was a lot better than he was in Cleveland. It just the motion offense works with him better because he gets more space to do. He needs space and time. He's familiar with the system. It's like a very classic case of an average NBA player becoming better because of the system he's put in. In Cleveland, he was asked to do things that he just hadn't been able to do in his career. And now he's improving a lot. It's incredible what they've been able to do. Their defense, by the way.
Very good.
I mean, their defensive rating since February 1st, so around the 3-month.
All-Star break.
Yeah, around
right
there.
Before the All-Star break.
They're actually one of the...
They allowed 96.9 points per 100 possessions. That was 3 points better than the second-best team, Philadelphia. And if that had lasted the whole year, that would have beaten the league-leading Celtics by 4+ points. Like, this isn't just an elite defense. This is an all-time defense that had been playing like this at the end of the year. And it's all because Gobert is amazing. I don't... Like, the amount... He is such an intimidating presence. Like, imagine being any point guard in a pick and roll attacking him down near the basket. You're just gonna stay away. You're just not even gonna get near there. It's like a no-go. It's like a no-go zone. You're just not gonna go there.
Yeah, I definitely think Gobert is one of the most underrated centers. Well, or not. He's not really talked about. Yeah, just not.
He's not. I mean, this year.
Utah's probably one of the teams I've watched the least this year. They're never really talked about.
Of the playoff teams.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't watch Sacramento.
The playoff teams. I haven't really watched Utah too many times. They're just not talked about at all. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is.
When they do get talked about it, it's only Donovan Mitchell. Which is not. Good for him, but that's not really justice to the team.
But yeah.
All right. Predictions, Arm. For this series, OKC's currently 1-0.
I have Utah in 7.
Utah in 7. Jack.
I have OKC in 7, and it's purely because of home court. I think these teams are dead even.
Yeah. All right, I'm taking OKC in 5.
That is.
I could see it.
It's possible if they split in Utah and win out at home. Like, that's a very possible roadmap.
Yeah, I mean, for the home team, 5 is very doable. I mean, home team 5 is the same as 6 for the road team, basically.
If OKC does win, I think they're going to get manhandled by Houston, though.
There will be a podcast on that once OKC gets by Utah in 5. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Aram, Wade County Malik, once again to my left. The other side of the camera, Jack the Stat Man Cuttahead, and I'm Michael Rachel, and you've been listening to Beyond Debatable.